Good morning and welcome to another edition of Miracles on Monday with Mary Ellen. We are live here right outside Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I am so blessed to be here with you today for the Miracle of Heart. You know, in the baseball sport, you hear a song about having heart, and it says, you gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when you grin and start, 'cause you gotta have heart. Now you notice I didn't sing that for you, because when I taught middle school, if I wanted my students to behave, I would just tell them, well, I guess I'm going to start singing. And they would sit down right away. Anyway, so let's start with the miracle of heart. You know, heart is one word you must incorporate into your life. This quality of heart, this deep core inner strength, gives power to all the other miracle topics I have spoken about through the weeks. This quality of having heart gives you confidence, courage, mindfulness, awareness, confidence, enthusiasm, understanding, and love, and all the other miracles that will help you to become successful in your life. Now, having heart is about having self-love. And I do not mean the selfishness type of self-love. I'm talking about an awareness level and that recognizes and practices the goodness that you already have within you. You must love yourself before you can give love or share love to anyone else. I know you've heard me say this before. This is difficult if you've been brought up to believe you're no good, dumb, ugly, stupid, not good enough, or any other label that you were brought up with. And believe it or not, I was brought up with a lot of those labels. These labels are hard to undo, and you can break these chains that bind you, as it says in the Bible. Having heart matters because this quality helps you to become the person you are meant to be, that God means you to be. Having heart assists you to break out of the shadows that you've been hiding behind. You know, heart is the essence of your spiritual goodness. Having heart expresses this essence to other people. The more you have heart, the greater the depth of your humanity and the greater your strength as an individual. So wouldn't it be nice if all of our society, especially right now, had a lot of heart? Now, having heart is the amount of strong, caring, selfless spirit you bring to your life, you bring to the world, and you bring to society. People who have heart stay on a task longer in order to complete it. They have a strong endurance level, and they often sacrifice something in the process of achieving their dream or their goal, which is why having heart is really not an easy thing to do. This characteristic of having heart is in all of us. It's in all successful athletes, and it's also found in any successful person because success requires strength and endurance, and that requires having heart. The characteristic of having heart is an amazing characteristic within someone. You can see it. It's like a light shining from within them. It not only lights their life path, it shines a light on path for future generations to follow. Now, Martin Luther King Jr. was a really good example of this. Abraham Lincoln was also. There are many, many good examples throughout history. Having heart is an inner strength which causes a person to have courage, confidence, and anything else they need for the sake of their achieving their purpose and dream. So what does having heart mean to you? What does it mean to you, Dennis? Thank you so much for watching, and Manny and Pete and all of you others who are watching. Thank you so much. What does having heart mean to you? Think about how much of it you have. Now, I know all of you and all of the people I just mentioned have heart in the most deep and meaningful way. You know what it takes to be in the right place at the right time to do the right thing. And you know what it takes to become successful. because you already are. Having heart is that special something inside all of us that makes us unique and willing to endure whatever it takes to become successful and stay successful. Now, as always, I have a little self-talk on heart that you can write down, keep with you, and teach to your children. Now, I'll say it twice so you can write it down. I have heart. I care deeply. I help others, and I choose high mountains to climb. Instead of worrying about my own sacrifice, I am content to know I am blessed to be here, choosing to help and determined to succeed. So once again, the self-talk on heart is, I have heart. I care deeply. I help others, and I choose high mountains to climb. Instead of worrying about my own sacrifice, I am content to know I am blessed to be here, choosing to help and determined to succeed. So when you have heart, you are kind and sympathetic. When you say have a heart to someone, you're asking them to be understanding and sympathetic of your situation. So go forward this week, this month, this year, and the rest of your life, having heart and teaching heart, and becoming the example you want to see in others. Thank you for joining me on Miracles on Monday with Mary Ellen. Join me next week when I will present the miracle of belief. And how is a belief different from a knowing, or is it? And remember this week to go to Amazon and pick up your copy of Truth, Taking Responsibility, Unleashes True Healing. I'll post a link with this website, and I have another book coming out real soon. So stay tuned and join me next week on Miracles on Monday. Thank you so much for joining me.